All right, folks. 1 o'clock. Of course, the game hasn't started yet. I will forever, always repeat that. that I want the game to start at the time that they say that they start, or else change the start time to 1:03. Got Raphael in here. It was from a little bit earlier. Miami Dolphins were winning. Probably. This game is going to be horrific for Big Blue. On the cover picture, you showed Jalen Hyatt, but the Giants don't have a quarterback with the talent to get the ball to him. Oh man, it's the worst. It's the worst. Now listen, I am starting to get on the Caleb Williams and Drake May hype train, but at the same time, once the game starts, I can never root for us to lose. Not to say any of you are, but once the game starts, like I'm trying to win the game. Every time I'm trying to win the game. I might be like at the draft, like, oh man, I wish we didn't. But no, I always root for the team to win during the game. I don't know how some people that are like fans of tanking, like if you're angry during the game while your team is winning, or if you're just angry at the end of the season. James also says trade deadline is coming. Big Blue will be sellers. If they get embarrassed today again, I do want them to be shipping off Saquon Barkley. I do want them to be shipping off guys like a Dory Jackson, who, I mean, what's the point of keeping a Dory there when you can just get Trey Hawkins reps? Cordell Flat looked good last week. So I do want them to ship off guys like a Dory Jackson, Leonard Williams, Saquon Barkley if we lose today. You took Dolphins. You took Dolphins minus 27. Was that the line? Was that really the line? That could not have been the line. There's no way. 12.5. Okay. The line was 12 and a half. I thought it was 27 and a half. I mean, I didn't think it was 27 and a half. I was just confused because I was like, if that was the real line, that would have been ridiculous. We just need Danny to play five. I mean, that's easier said than done. Right now we got Bellinger out. We got Saquon Barkley out. We got Andrew Thomas out. We got John Michael Smith out. More tough sledding. But the Giants are getting this ball first. I'm not sure if they won the coin toss and decided to get it first, or if or how this happened. But they're getting it first. Y'all ready for the offense to go down the field and miss a field goal? I think I'm ready. Y'all ready for the offense to go down this field, miss a field goal, and oh man. Now they're showing Daniel Jones versus the AFC 9 touchdowns, 5-0, 73 completion percentage against the AFC last year. That's where we got a lot of wins. 5 of our 9 wins, so more than half. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson in the backfield. He's leaking out. Handoff to Breida. Breida's got space. Breida's getting 7. And again, how ready are you all for us to go straight down the field and miss a field goal? How ready? Are you ready, Maximus? Are you ready, Greeny? Are you ready, Franco? Are you ready for us to go down this field and go down the field and either turn the ball over on downs or miss a field goal and then not score any points for the first half? I'm ready. 2nd and 4 coming up. Bellinger in motion. He is playing. DJ's got time. He's got Hodgins wide open. And again, I'm not getting excited because we have to show that we can actually score a touchdown on the first drive for me to get any kind of excited. But there was decent protection on that play. We hit Hodgins. He was wide open. But, yeah. Please let's actually go down the field and score a touchdown instead of just turning it over once we get down or missing a field goal. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Wan'Dale Robinson back in the backfield, leaking back out. Handoff to Breida. Again, Breida's got a hole. Breida's trying to make too much happen. He could have taken about 3 yards, but he's getting back to the line of scrimmage right there. Like our first drive, we usually get like 2 or 3 first downs that drive, get down in the field goal range, and something crazy happens, and then they get demoralized the rest of the day. Cater Kohu got obliterated last week by Stephon Diggs, but we don't have Stephon Diggs or Josh Allen. Wandale is in motion every single play. He's in the slot. Handoff to Breida. Breida's got about 4. This will make this 3rd and 6. The Dolphins defense so far is giving up the run a little bit up the middle. I think it's a good thing that Shane Lemieux is inactive. I mean, he's just not a good football player. So they're saying that wasn't 4, that was 3. So this is 3rd and 7, probably a short 7 instead of a long 7. Breida in the backfield, Wandale out there, Hodgins out there, Slayton out there. DJ's got to snap it. You got 2 seconds left. Slayton in motion. They're snapping this ball. Was almost late. DJ is throwing that, and the ball, instead of being out in front of Wandale, the ball was behind him. He had to stop. He wasn't able to run and get a first down. The ball placement this year for DJ has been pretty bad. He was under pressure, though. I mean, but if he had been able to get that further out, that'd be a first down. So the Giants will punt after getting, 1 first down and 5 yards. So this time the Giants don't even get into Dolphins territory or in the field goal range. This time they'll punt it. So maybe that's better. Maybe it's better to punt on our first series than to get down there and turn the ball over. Gillen punting this. He's been a lot better as a punter this year. And he's going to fair catch this at the 10 and a half. So Giants so far, nothing on the board. 1 first down, about 30-something yards. And now we're going to see the Dolphins and the superhero offense come out there with Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, everybody else, A-Chain, Breida. Not Breida. What's the guy's name? Mostert. Everybody out there. I don't think it's an atrocious start. I just think it just is what it is here. I mean, it is what it is. The Giants offense looks somewhat competent. You know, you can leave this drive saying like, oh, the offense looked solid. I mean, they got a first down. The pass protection looked pretty good for the most part. We ran the ball pretty efficiently. And then that just all goes away for the rest of the game. So it's not atrocious yet, but it will be atrocious the next drive. And this Giants defense is probably not going to get much rest today. And it's 90 degrees in Miami right now. So we will see. I'm expecting this game to get out of hand just because the Dolphins are averaging 37.5 points a game. And the Giants are averaging 11 points per game. It's just a bad matchup there. The U was back. Yeah, Miami kind of they lost that game at the end though. Oh man, I hate commercials though. Like there's a reason that we've all gone to streaming because we just don't want to see commercials anymore, but it's unavoidable during NFL football on live TV. They got to have something. So the Dolphins will start at their own 11. Let's see if the Giants can make it any kind of difficult. Yeah, all they had to do was kneel it out, and they just gave it up. What's my score prediction for today? A lot to a little. That's my score prediction. I don't know. I think my actual pregame, I predicted like 37-13 or something like that. 38-13. I think that was my official prediction. But I'm not expecting much from the Giants today. And again, the Dolphins are starting on their own 11-yard line. Waddle is in the backfield with Tua. You got three guys to the left, and this is a reverse to Tyreek. Oh, this is A-Chain, who's got space. A-Chain is already picking up a first down on this reverse. Is that A-Chain or must? Yes, A-Chain. Yeah, I mean, it seems like DJ, I mean, he's not the same guy. He's even more passive than he was before. He's not showing any type of confidence at this point. It is what it is, man. Doesn't have that ability to anticipate passes. He's just not playing well at all. But the Dolphins are already starting it off. They're already at the 35 after that first down. Tyreek in motion, another sweep. Tyreek Hill's getting the edge. And they do a little bit better. This time he picked up 6. They're just running sweeps against us because they know the edge of our defense is pitiful. I mean, it's awful. And we got guys like Bobby Okereke who were getting paid, $11 million. And he's just – I hate to count people's money, but, I mean, Bobby does not look like that type of guy on this team so far. All right, screen to Waddle. Waddle's got space. Waddle is across the 40. The Dolphins are already in field goal range in 3 plays. What kind of day do y'all think it's going to be today? What kind of day? What kind of day do you think it'll be today? I think it's going to be a bad day for us. I'm trying to get my chair to pop back up. So frustrating. Trying to get this chair to pop back up, and it just won't. Whatever. Well, I guess my back is going to have to work harder than the Giants' defense is right now. To sit up. And you got Robbie Chosen, or that's Wilson, wide open. This is just so easy. The Giants got energy. They just stink, Brian. I think you said this last week too. They just stink. They got energy. They just stink. And the Dolphins' offense is just amazing too. I mean, this is the best offense we're going to face all year probably. And like I said, my score prediction this week was 38-13, and hopefully it doesn't get worse than that. Hopefully we can put up 13 points. This is just all quick stuff. They know the Giants can't tackle, and he fumbles, and it goes out of bounds. This is actually a brilliant game plan by Mike McDaniel. He's seen all year that the Giants defense, they struggle to tackle people in the open field. And they are not tackling an open field. That's exactly how they've gotten downfield so far. But again, like, can I get my chair? Like, why can't my chair come up, man? Like, this is crazy. My chair is about as effective as the Giants defense. There we go. All right. 4 seconds left on the play clock. 2 in the shotgun. Tyreek Hill is getting this screen, and he's going to walk into the end zone, I know. They are like the Giants. Listen, folks, this is exactly how I would coach against the Giants defense. I'm just happy that somebody's using common sense. It's just good to see when people are using common sense. Like, why even worry about the Giants defensive line being able to do something against you when you can throw short passes to these speedy wide receivers and running backs on the edges of the defense, and the Giants can't tackle in the open field. I honestly don't think they'll be able to stop anything at all. And I think they're going to turn around and hand this off. Play action to her in the end zone, and Adoree or McKinney tipped it up in the air. If I'm not mistaken, this is the second down of this drive today. Yeah, we're going to have Caleb, man. We're fighting for Caleb right now. Dolphins are empty set. Guys are covered. Tua's running around, and Waddle used the pick route to get open there in the corner of the end zone. He was getting covered one-on-one by Penhock. not a good idea. But Tua right there just probably had too much time to be able to scramble around in the red zone. The Dolphins went right down the field though, which is what I expected. The Giants' offense is the only way that they can win this game, and they would have to like literally just like be uncharacteristically great. As you see, the Giants' pass rush came through, but I mean, they just once Tua gets to scrambling, I mean, what can you do in the red zone when you got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and they really just ran a delayed pick route. Like they ran a pick route like 5 seconds, 6 seconds into the play, so there's not much you can do right there if you're Jason Pinnock covering Waddle and man coverage. My only thing is if you're in the red zone, Wink, I'd like to see us play zone coverage because why play man when you got all those fast receivers and running backs on the field? Yeah, Waddle is a monster. I completely agree with that, Brian. Like, if you look at our first, like, before the season even started, if you look at the beginning of our schedule, I was like, if we're 500, I think, like I said, like after the Bills game or something, like that's would show that we're doing really good. But I mean, you played the Cowboys, you play the 49ers, you play the Dolphins, you play the Bills. I mean, that's 4 teams right there that you can say are Super Bowl contenders. And we've already played all of them. I mean, we played Bills next week, but you guys get what I'm saying. Tough schedule, but either way, the Giants are still bad. I really hope that they don't, Maximus. I really just hope they don't. I mean, that would stink. But yeah, I mean, with Waddle right there, I don't really blame the individual players on the Giants defense because they were in man coverage. I mean, how long do you expect them to cover Jalen Waddle in man coverage? If Wink goes to zone right there, you just got to think that they are at least able to deal with that pick route because that's just unstoppable. It's unstoppable right there. Oh yeah, I completely agree. We were still a playoff team. We were a much better team last year than we are this year. It doesn't matter who the players are. It's just we're not executing to the extent that we were last year. We're not playing with the same confidence that we were last year. And I mean, it's just showing. But the Dolphins, the Dolphins' offense to me is fun to watch. It just stinks when they're doing it against my team, but they're fun to watch. They're definitely fun to watch. Dable is I just can't see Dable getting fired because I just don't see it. I mean, maybe if the Giants they can't go 0-17 because they've already won a game, but I just don't see them getting fired. I think they're going to give Dable an opportunity to coach a young quarterback if we're in position to draft Caleb or Drake May. I think they're going to give Dable the opportunity to coach that guy up, Dable and Kafka, before they make any moves like that. I think winning coach of the year at least buys you a couple more years. It's got to buy you a couple more years. Giants are making history for how bad they're getting outscored in the first half. All right, Giants 3 wide. Sterling Shepard is actually in the game. Hand off to Eric Gray. Eric Gray's picking up 5. Decent run by Eric Gray. Found the hole, got upfield, made it tough for him to tackle him. I think this might be his like first or second carry of the season though. All right, 2nd and 5. Saquon is yelling at somebody on the sideline. 2nd and 5. Wando Robinson in motion. Another handoff to Eric Gray. Eric Gray's got space. Eric Gray's to the outside. Let's go. Get a rookie the ball, man. Give the rookie the ball. That's the best run I've seen, but it's probably coming back. It's probably coming back. Ben Bredesen holding right there. But if you give Eric Gray the football, good things are happening. Like, let's at least give him the football. It's coming back, but at least let's be happy that he's actually getting the ball and doing something with it. Yeah, he's definitely holding him. That play does not spring without him being held. That's a good call. But Ben Bredesen is playing out of position. He's playing center. I mean, what do you expect at this point? JMS is there. If Bredesen is at left guard, the offensive line, of course, is better. It's not a bad call at all. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Giants. Eric Gray in the backfield and the shotgun. Waller motioning outside to beat a receiver off the line of scrimmage. DJ is hitting Sterling Shepard for a first down. Shepard finally getting some first quarter reps. I know he's feeling himself. That's the first meaningful catch he's gotten this season. Maybe the Giants turning their season around has to do with Sterling Shepard being on the field in the first quarter. We got a Hyatt sighting. Hyatt is in the game. He's your ex. He's actually lined up on the line of scrimmage. Fake toss right there. And it was a handoff to Wandale, and the Dolphins did not fall for that. Wandale looks like he's limping. Wandale is limping, whatever. Oh, boy. He's still out there on the field, though. I don't know if it's just like a small thing where it's just like a one-play kind of thing, but he was limping a bit. Let's see. Moving pretty well. Hand off to Eric Gray. Eric Gray is spinning. Eric Gray still on his feet. Why hasn't this dude been touching the ball? Why hasn't he been touching the football? Why hasn't Eric Gray touched the football all season long? Why hasn't Eric Gray touched the football all season long? This is ridiculous. Why hasn't this dude touched the ball all season long? This is infuriating. And the Giants are running the brotherly shove, and they pick up a first down. Yeah, but why hasn't Eric Gray touched the football all this time? Like, come on, guys. What are we doing? Like, I remember people saying, like, oh, you guys said that Eric Gray could step in for Saquon Barkley, and look, he can't even get reps. Is that his fault, or is it like that they just not giving him ball? DJ's got a little time. He's stepping up. He's going to take off, and he's picking up half a yard there. Yeah, Gray was a monster at Oklahoma, man. Like, and they just haven't given him the ball so far. Marcus McKeithen did a horrible job on that rep, but Eric Gray picked up that blitz like a champ. That's exactly what it's called, Brian. That's exactly what it's called. It's called stupid coaching. Wandale in the slot, DJ in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers left. Another handoff to Eric Gray. He's got a little space. He picks up about 3.5, 4 yards right there. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Eric Gray. Fox Super 6. I wonder if they're still doing that thing where they say you're winning Terry Bradshaw's money, like that's actually his money. 3rd and 6. The Giants have thrown the ball 3 times. They've finally leaned into running the football. Bredesen is coming off the field. What a joke. What a joke. Oh, man. Bredesen's coming off the field. He's bleeding. I don't know who this guy is. He's not Andrew Thomas, but his name is Thomas. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is, guys. I have no idea who is Thomas. That's not Andrew Thomas. I swear I've never seen this guy in my life. Am I having a brain fart? Who's Thomas? 3rd and 6 for the Giants. Worst time for Bredesen to come out of the game. Of course, there's a low snap. DJ's hitting Slayton for a first down on the slant. Who is, and now Slayton is hurt. That is just not what we need. Slayton with a nice catch on Xavier Howard. He hasn't given up much this year. But who's Thomas? Who's Thomas that's at center right now? Jalen Thomas. There we go. Yeah, Slayton is hurt. I don't know what's hurt on him, but something is hurt. Hyatt's in there. Wandell's in there. Sterling Shepard's in there. Waller is at your X wide receiver position. Waller makes a nice catch on a high pass from Daniel Jones over the middle. And we're at about 2nd and 3. David Montgomery taking all of the fantasy points away from Jahmyr Gibbs, though. Justin Pugh isn't going to play a couple of weeks. He has to get in the football shape. But Giants are 2nd and 6. Wandell's in there. Hodgins is in there. Waller's in there. Hand off to Eric Gray, and that's going absolutely nowhere. We lose about 2 yards there. But Justin Pugh is going to take him a couple of weeks before he can get into playing shape. He's rehabbing from that ACL, so whoever signed him was going to have to wait a couple of weeks either way. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, at this point, Jalen Thomas is in the game, and he's not run blocking. He's not pass blocking. He's bad because he's literally your worst. There we go. Bredesen back in the game. Bredesen is back in the game. Giants in shotgun again. And there was a complete jailbreak on the right side of the offensive line. And the Giants may have to settle for a field goal, or it may be in punting. They may be in a punting range. Yeah, they're actually in. They actually probably have to punt now. Let's see what happened here. They sent the blitz off the left side. Evan Neal didn't block the edge rusher. Evan Neal didn't even block the guy coming off the edge. He didn't even look at him. He didn't touch him. He didn't even see the edge rusher coming off the edge. But Evan Neal is going to. I mean, he's going to talk about hot burger. I guarantee you guys. I mean, anybody that's worked and flipped hot dogs and flipped hamburgers for a living, I guarantee they did a better job, and they've never not known that there was a hamburger or a hot dog to flip. Like, Evan Neal, man, like, how do you not realize that there's an edge rusher lined up across from you? That's literally all his fault. Yeah, like, I mean, Evan Neal, can he flip burgers? Is Evan Neal capable of even flipping burgers? Is Evan Neal even capable of flipping burgers? I mean, he killed that drive right there. Like, he didn't give Daniel Jones a chance to throw the ball. Like, how can you not block that? As an offensive tackle, if I'm not mistaken, offensive tackles, they're usually looking right across from them. Like people with eyes usually can see what's right in front of them. And like for you not to, he didn't beat you one on one. He literally ran straight up the field because you said I'm helping on Christian Wilkins, and I'm not even gonna block my own man. Like there's no way, man. There's no way that he can go out there and like you got to be on your P's and Q's if you're going to make comments like that. Like if Evan Neal said all that stuff and then came out here and shut that side down, I'd be like, okay, you know, it is what it is. He's talking his trash, but it is what it is. But for you to talk like that and then and then come out here and play like that, man, like that's ridiculous, man. 55-yard attempt from Graham Gano. They're lining it up. He's kicking this from dang near the logo, and it is no good. It just didn't look good from there. Um, you'll never see me say a bad word about Graham Gano. But the Dolphins are going to get this ball pretty much at midfield. Couldn't tell if there was anything wrong with the snap or the hold, but Gano misses a 55-yarder. But why should we have to rely on Graham Gano to kick these 50-plus yard field goals to get us on the board, man? Like, of course, the dude is going to find – like, Graham Gano could be a Pro Bowl kicker every year, but because we're so bad at getting into actual field goal range, all of his field goals are over 50 yards. Has Graham Gano kicked a field goal less than 50 yards this year? Yeah, none of your business. I don't think Evan Neal could be a mall guard. Mostert's got the edge. Mostert is picking up 5.5. I mean, they're just so bad at tackling. But I don't think Evan Neal could be a good mall guard because, yeah. I mean, I just run right past them. I mean, if I was somebody who was a thief, I mean, you see Evan Neal there, you can just get right past them. Yeah, they'll get the ball wherever. They can get the ball in their own end zone if they allowed them to, at the back of the end zone. And they would score. 2nd and 5 here. Hand off to A-Chain or Mostert picks up 2.5. This will make the Dolphins their first third down here. Exactly. Like you can't expect the kicker to hit every 50-plus yarder. If that's all he's kicking, he's probably not going to have a good kicking percentage this year because he's kicking only 50-plus yarders. A turnstile, I feel great because at least you have to make physical contact with a turnstile. You don't even have to touch Evan Neal to get by him. I'm really sure that I could get behind Evan Neal. 3rd and 3. Nice pass rush from the Giants. I mean, he threw that ball so short of the first down marker, and Tyreek Hill is just so fast that it just didn't matter. It just couldn't catch up to him in time, and he picks up that first down. What's going on, colleges? Simmons needs to hit the weight room. I mean, it's not even about the weight room. These guys just can't tackle. They just don't want to tackle. They can't tackle. I'm not giving Neal any more seasons after this because he's like horrible. He's not improving at all. The Giants have to be tight. They got to draft a tackle. They got to sign a tackle. Wow. Whoa, the ball came out. Wow. That is something else right there. A-Chain loose with the ball right there. After shredding the Giants defense, breaking tackles. Who knocked that ball out? Xavier McKinney, thank you. Xavier McKinney finally makes a play. The Giants get their, first or second turnover? First or second turnover this year. This might be the first turnover. Are you kidding? This might be the first turnover. Like somebody on Twitter said Evan Neal would get fired the first day flipping burgers for missing the grill. Flip the burger way off the grill. Yeah, that's our first turnover. Like only the Giants can make you just feel bad after you got a turnover. Like, because all we're thinking is like, this is our first turnover of the season. It's literally week 5. Dolphins are loose with the ball today. They're just kind of just doing whatever. At first time the ball went out of bounds. This time we got it back. And I think we'll have decent field position because, I mean, they're around the 50s, somewhere around that. So I think we'll get this ball at like our 40-something yard line. Yeah, that says a lot, man. Being the first turnover of the season is crazy. That's crazy. Exactly, Max. We got to watch that offense go out there again. I mean, can Evan, like, why is Evan Neal bad? Like, anybody that watches college tape, like, he had his deficiencies, but, like, he was never horrible. Like, he was never, like, a guy that where you like, I was thinking at the very worst, Evan Neal would be, like, a league average tackle. But he just looks horrible. Yeah, the Dolphins are going to have to turn this over, like, 3 or 4 times for us to win. Yeah, I mean they can try to go deep to Hyatt, but we got to get some type of protection. I'm surprised they didn't get Xavier McKinney with like illegal hands to the face because he brushed his helmet as he went for that fumble. And good job by Thibodeau getting on the ball. That's the Giants' first take. That's crazy, man. All right, so the Giants got the ball at their own 38-yard line. Wandale in motion. Hit Wandale, and he's getting just sunk in the backfield. And he may be hurt. I couldn't tell. Kohu. Yeah. Whoever that was at receiver could not have blocked horribly. He could not have blocked more horribly right there. I couldn't tell who that was, but whoever that was at receiver just did a horrible job blocking. Giants get the ball off of a turnover. It's already 2nd and 14. It's just basically like the Dolphins said, just hold the ball for me for a couple minutes. All right. Darren Waller's finally getting active. So this will make this 3rd and 3, I believe. Isaiah Hodgins was the one that missed that block here. Yeah, Wandale's. I mean, he's looked hurt for like the last like 6-7 game minutes. So Darren Waller could have caught up to Mark Andrews since 2019, but he's going to be way on the delay because Daniel Jones hasn't been getting on the ball. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Giants. Wandale back in motion, and there's a timeout coming from somebody. Coming from the Giants. At least we're not getting blown out. Oh, it always happens the second half. But at least, yeah, you're right. At least we don't have we haven't given up 20-something points already. Like some people thought we may have. Because if we had given up 21 points already, I mean, I guess the Giants' argument is that he was a 3rd-round pick. I don't know. But I don't have no issue with as long as we're getting the ball to Darren Waller, that's the number 1 receiver for me. But as far as Hyatt, we got to get some protection for him to get down deep down the field. Wandale, of course, is your underneath option. Waller is kind of your do-it-all option, even though, for my sake, they haven't really run enough deep concepts for Waller. But at the same time, they're probably thinking, like, if we don't have Waller as a safety blanket underneath, then it's just going to make things that much harder for Daniel Jones to be able to make things happen. But let me take a look at Yeah, that's what you're thinking. Like the running game was doing very well, and then Bredesen went out. Jalen Thomas came in there. Yep, Hyatt hasn't caught a touchdown, and Waller hasn't caught a touchdown. Daniel Jones right now is 7 for 7 for 56 yards. Um, Eric Gray is 5 for 19. Breed is 3 for 9. Wandale's 1 for 1. Wandale's got 2 catches on 2 targets. Waller has 2 catches on 2 targets. I made some underdog fantasy pick'ems. Let me check back on how they're doing. I forgot. I made a lot of pick'ems for this game. So let's see. I had Breida going higher than 36 yards. It looks like that's not going to happen. It looks like they've chosen Eric Gray to be their running back today. So Breida isn't going to do anything today. Xavier Howard, I had getting higher than 2.5 solo tackles. He's already got 2. So all he's got to do is get 1 more solo tackle. I'm good there. Wandale, I had him getting higher than 5 targets because they've been throwing it so short. So I think he'll get there. He's got 2 so far. And as far as Tua, I got him getting higher than 286 passing yards. He's already got 70. But the Giants are kind of dominating time possession. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Giants. You got 3 wide receivers out there. You got Waller out there. Slayton's back in the game. DJ's got to make something happen. He's on the move. He's going nowhere. This is ridiculous, man. This is literally ridiculous. I mean, what are you thinking is going to happen at that point? You're not getting the edge there. You're not getting the edge there. Let's see if anybody was open. He had to make God. Oh, my God. That time, I can't blame anything on Daniel Jones because Bredesen got beat so bad to start the play, he couldn't hit the wide open man coming across the field because he had to evade the sack. Another decent punt from Gillen as that's going to roll, and there's a flag, and that's going to be at the 5.5-yard line. Jamie Gillen, like I said, I hated that we paid him, but he did. He's doing a much better job this year punting the football. And he's getting a lot more practice this year. See what the flag is, guys. Let's see what the flag is. They're still talking. They're still talking. They're still talking. I mean, you threw the flag or you didn't. What's the penalty? What's the penalty? I mean, how long are you talking? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, either you threw the flag or you didn't. All right. Shout out to Desmond for the $5 super chat. He said, Giants fan from Hawaii. Let's go, boys. I just woke up and we are in the game. Yeah. I mean, that's all you can expect, that we can hopefully make this a game. Hopefully we can make this a game the entire game. Keep it exciting. DJ had time in the pocket after that first guy missed. He took off. Listen, Alex, I saw it differently. And anybody's been watching me this past week, I've been very critical, and anybody's seen the tape. But I just don't think Daniel Jones could have done anything with that ball right there. Like, as soon as he had to make that first guy miss, the second guy was open for a split second, but like he's literally like trying to finish avoiding that first sack. All right, so the Giants offense is staying on the field. They had 12 men on the field. Yeah, that's a whole different debate. Is Daniel Jones also causing a lot of these pressures because he's not making adjustments? Yes. Yes, definitely. But the Giants offense is going to stay out there on the field for now because they had 12 men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't see 12 men on the field, but maybe I can't count. But I'll take it. First down, Giants. He said 3-word play call, adjust nothing, identify nothing, just ready, break. That's funny. I could have sworn the Dolphins had like 10 players on field, but that is what it is. I could have sworn they had 10 players on the field and they ran off the 11th. And it seemed like because they were running off the 11th, the Dolphins are challenging a penalty. You can challenge a penalty now? Really? I mean, it looked like I said, it looks like they had 11 players on field and they were running someone off the field. And that person that they were running off the field was the 11th player. You said you're not a fan of the fans head coach? Tell me why. Mike McDaniel was a guy I wanted as the Giants head coach for a while. I did not know you can challenge penalties, but apparently you can. Because, like I said, to me, I counted 10 guys on the field, and I counted an 11th person on the field that was running to the sideline and couldn't get off in time. And it looks like the referees were saying, someone's running off the field. He's the 12th man, obviously, or else he wouldn't be running off the field, so let's throw a flag. But there was only 11 guys on the field. Yeah, it was a bad call initially, and it's just ridiculous that it's ridiculous that they've delayed the game now for like 6-7 minutes because they couldn't get the initial call right. Like, shouldn't some referee be counting the amount of players on the field? That's what I'm saying. I didn't even think you could challenge penalties. Maybe that's new for this year, but apparently you can. If it's against the Giants, you can challenge penalties. But they got that call wrong, definitely. Because I counted and I saw 10 people on the field, so they couldn't have had 12. I mean, I may have miscounted, but I couldn't have miscounted that bad. I was not aware that you could challenge penalties like that, though. And then if the penalty does hold up, like, do we have to repunt? I mean, if the penalty doesn't hold up, do we have to repunt? Not sure. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Yeah, there were 10 people on the field, as I said. I had it right. There were 10 people on the field. Unlimited said, you realize that the Dolphins only had 10 people on the field, and the referees counted 12. And when that last guy ran off the field, there was only 9 people on the field. I really did not know that you could challenge that. All right, so the Dolphins got this ball at their own 6-yard line. Isaiah Simmons following the tight end there in man coverage. You got a guy wide open. Tua getting to the edge. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He's going to throw it away. Decent coverage right there by the Giants. Yeah, like 15 minutes gone. Like 15 minutes gone. Hey, let's get another fumble. But I mean, like 15 minutes just wasted from us. Thibodeau's been getting pressure whenever he's kind of held the ball for a while, but they've been getting this ball out so quickly. Like we're not going to get much pressure if they're going to get it out as quickly as they are. Man coverage across the board. Tua is making a guy miss, and he's throwing that to a wide open Tyreek Hill across the middle of the field. That again, folks, that time the pass rush got home, except they couldn't corral him. Let's see what happened here. Pass rush got home and missed. I mean, what's the point of just taking that outside route so you can just allow him to get straight upfield if you're not going to make the tackle? Kayvon's rush plan is attack the outside and work back inside. That's what he does every time. Hand off to Mostert, and no one's touching him. No one's touching him. Look at A-Chain. Oh my God. Look at A-Chain. Nobody touched him. He just ran like 80 yards untouched. He just ran like 80 yards untouched. Oh man, he just ran 80 yards untouched. 80 yards untouched, folks. 80 yards untouched. No one touched him. Like, no one touched him. Well, no. I was gonna say Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Simmons touched him right here. He tapped him on his shoulder. I knew that one was coming because he's gotten way too many free runs at the line of scrimmage. $80 yards untouched right there. At the end of the day, Brian, just think about it. Just think about it. At the end of the day, the Dolphins have 14 points up, and it's the second quarter. So just think about that. It's the second quarter. It's not horrible. It's just the fact that the offense has 0 points on the board. So it makes it just every time the defense gives anything up, it's going to be that much worse because the offense can't score. They can't even get into actual field goal range. Like, can we give Ganoa at least a 35-yard or 40-yard field goal? 45-yard field goal. We can't even get close to scoring. Yet offense is worse by far. Because last week I saw the defense basically give up 10 points. The offense turned the ball over 3 times, threw a pick 6, turned the ball over inside their own 15, 20-yard line. But I feel bad for Wink because first off, his players just aren't executing. Second of all, they just aren't executing, guys. And he's going to be the scapegoat for this Giants season when the offense is literally averaging 11 points a game. And again, we're in a second quarter where we don't have any points on the board. Have we scored any first quarter points this year? I got to check this out. Did we score in the first quarter last week? Did we score a field goal in the first quarter last week? We didn't. The week before, we didn't. The week before, let's see. Okay, so we've scored 3 points in the first quarter this year. 3 points in the first quarter this year. Oh, Greeny, we got weapons. We got weapons. That's one thing we do have. We got weapons, but we don't have the quarterback playing how he's supposed to play, and we don't have the offensive line playing like they're supposed to play. The quarterback plays well one play. The offensive line plays bad that play. The offensive line plays well that play. The quarterback plays bad that play. The weapons, I haven't been frustrated with the weapons. I've been frustrated with those other two. And then a couple of times, they've dropped passes. But for the most part, the weapons have done their thing. They should be making all kinds of plays, but the quarterback and the offensive line are taking turns sabotaging the team, which is why, we're looking for Caleb. We're looking for Caleb. We're hoping we can get Caleb. I mean, we got to get somebody's got to come and save us. I mean, nobody. Isaiah Simmons literally just patted him on his shoulder. Other than that, nobody touched him. I don't think the receivers stink at all, Greeny. I think if you see a better quarterback get in there, these receivers will be literally running all over the field because they're open on tape. They're open. They're open all day on tape. 3 wide with Waller. Wandale's getting his cardio in today. DJ was going to throw that. That's just pitiful. DJ already predetermined where he was going to throw that ball. I'm pretty sure that's probably the play design. They just assumed that he would be open. But once that guy wasn't open, the play was literally over. Oh, my gosh. I mean, why do we have to keep cutting the field in half for this guy? And then when that one person gets okay, he's taking a shot. And Waller can't keep it. He can't hold on to the ball. Can't hold on to the ball. He took a shot. Waller, that would have been a tough catch, but at least he took a shot. At least he gave his guy a shot. That was a catchable ball for Waller, and he's got to come down with that. Very tough catch, but he got to come down with it. Got to come down with that one. Yeah, you got to come down with that, Darren. You got. I mean, that's all I can say is you got to come down with that one. Back in the shotgun. That was clearly Waller is in the open field. Finally, that was the best I felt looking at Darren Waller play football this year. That's the best. That's the best play he's made this year, in my opinion. He finally caught the ball on the move, and he's got some. I mean, but look at the interior of the offensive line. They're looking so awful. I'm telling you, Greeny. Did you really Waller? I'm telling you, Greeny, with a different quarterback, Darren Waller would be like this. Woo! Eric Gray was about to make a big play, but they corralled him on that spin move. But I'm telling you, Greeny with a different quarterback, Darren Waller would be getting like 70 to 100 yards every game. I guarantee you, because he's still physically there. I guarantee you, the guy will be a monster completely. He'd just be dusting people. Hyatt is in the game. I think that's Slayton in there, Robinson in there. Handoff to Eric Gray. He's picking up 3.5. Isaiah Likely. I just don't think that Isaiah Likely is a better tight end than Darren Waller at all. Maybe a better blocker, maybe. But yeah. I like Darren Waller as a player. I just think our issue was with the quarterback and the offensive line. Because Darren Waller is a guy that you want on your team. As you can see, like he looked like a wide receiver when he caught that ball on that slant. 3rd and 7 here. I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was. It looked like it was offsides. It looked like a false start. It looked like everything wrong. So we'll see what the call was. It looked like offside. First off, Christian Wilkins has been offsides a couple of times, and you rarely see. Yeah, it's on them. Like you rarely see a defensive tackle like jumping at the snap the way that Christian Wilkins is. Like you rarely see a guy that like a defensive tackle trying to time the snap up like that. Like he's consistently jumping like a defensive tackle, really. So this will make this 3rd and 2 for the Giants. This will make this 3rd and 2 for the Giants. They're across midfield. Wandale back in motion. Hand off to Breida. Breida is going nowhere. I have no idea why you decided to run that play there. And you better be going for it on fourth down. Out of all people, you choose Breida on an inside zone, man. Like, do we really need to? Please, let's not run this quarterback sneak that got 2 people hurt last week. And now Marcus McKeithen is hurt. I mean, these guys are just getting hurt all over the place. The backup to your backups are getting hurt. The backups are getting hurt. Their backups are getting hurt. It's 4th and 1. Let's see if the Giants are trying to run this brotherly shove. Looks like they got it. But it's just like, how many people are going to get hurt on the offensive line? At this point, it's just like, it's not even fair. All right, so the Giants offense will stay on the field. I can't hear what the announcers are talking about. It looks like they said a second flag or second effort, but I don't see any flags. So hopefully they're just talking about him getting the first down because he clearly got it. So the Giants this year are like what, 6 for 7 on that brotherly shove play. Brotherly shove, the tush push, whatever you want to call it. 12 men this time. What did they call something? You said first and why does it? Did they have 12 men on the field? Play action, Daniel Jones hitting Breida underneath. Or that's actually Wandale underneath. It's going to help my cause. Giants got to put some points on the board. I picked higher than 286 for Tua, and I need him throwing the ball in the second half. Okay, yeah, 12 men on the field. So that's what made it 1st and 5. So now they're saying 2nd and 5. So was it 1st and 10 or 2nd and 5? I mean, was it 1st and 10 or 1st and 5? So it must have been 1st and 10, and they just had the wrong stuff on the board. They're highlighting Darren Waller, and there's a false start there. So make it 2nd and 10. I mean, it's just really infuriating watching this. Like, I understand our team, like, even healthy, isn't like probably weren't winning this game. But just to watch these backup offensive linemen out here playing and then to watch them play bad and then to watch them get hurt, it's just infuriating. Wandale, like I said, has been getting his cardio. He's been in motion all day. Another false start. 2nd and 15. Way to kill the drive, folks. Daniel Jones hanging his head. He's giving up. He's scared now. Probably an interception or a fumble coming up soon because Daniel Jones is losing his confidence. $32 different O-line combos since 2022. Second and 15, folks. Daniel Jones kept this ball. He's running for about 6. This will make this 3rd and long. Because of 2 horrible penalties. On a 2nd and 5, 2 horrible penalties, Josh Azudu puts us back 10 yards. So now it's 3rd and 5. I mean, the Giants offense just like they just have to get something going on. Now they're saying 30. First of all, Fox is doing a horrible job with this scoreboard. They're saying 3rd and 5. They're saying 2nd and 5. They're saying 3rd and 9 now. Like they got to fix that. They're making a ton of mistakes there. But shotgun 4 wide. DJ's got time. He's hitting Waller. Waller's picking up the first down. Finally, the Giants offense just has to they got to start getting some stuff going on, man. I completely agree with you, Lil Franco. Like, luckily, Daniel Jones was able to get some yardage on that run, but it's like, what if we didn't run that? What if we didn't get any yards? It's 2nd and 15 and you're running the ball. First and 10 for the Giants inside the 30-yard line. DJ's got a little time. He's taking a shot. Waller is open, and Waller drops a touchdown. Waller dropped a touchdown. Just when you say, Lil Franco, we need to give Waller more targets, he drops a touchdown. He dropped it. Let's see what happened there. Did he drop it or did he get swatted away? Because it looked to me like he just dropped the ball. He got the one-on-one. He dropped it. He dropped it. Clear as day. He dropped it. He ripped the left arm a little bit, but you got to secure that, man. Like, we need that. We need that. Hand off to Eric Gray. Eric Gray runs into a wall, and this goes from 1st and 10 and a touchdown to 3rd and 9 within literally 15 seconds. 1st and 10 and a touchdown to 3rd and 9 within 15 seconds, folks. That's Giants football for you. We're the hurry up bad offense. And you can tell, if we don't get close to 4th and 2, we're gonna kick a field goal here, which is ridiculous. We have got to get in the end zone in the first half. DJ's got time. He's stepping up. He's getting sacked. And now they're throwing a flag. Hopefully we get bailed out. Hopefully we get bailed out because whatever reason. Looks like they're calling holding. The referees are not doing a good job at all with the timeliness of these calls. What was the call? What was the call? Okay, they're lining up a field goal, so it must have been holding. 49 yards this time. And the kick goes through, but it's just like Waller can't drop that touchdown right there. Waller can't drop that. Daniel Jones dropped that in the bucket right there. That will make it 14-7, and we just have a drop touchdown right there. Yeah, that's a good question, Brian. I mean, we're watching it because we're Giants fans, but it's just we shouldn't even be in this. If the team could just execute the first time, Darren Waller is supposed to catch that pass 10 times out of 10. I understand you were corralling it. The dude pulled your left shoulder, your left arm down, but you got to come down with that. That was a bad. That was not a bad ball. Oh my god, that was not a bad ball. But the ball landed right in this. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that one. The ball landed right in the breadbasket. Darren Waller had to. I mean, he just got to catch the ball. And I'm not blaming. Like I'm not saying like, oh, we lost the game because of Darren Waller. Like, of course not. But he's got to catch that ball. Like he's just got to catch it. I mean, if the ball lands like, and if you got your hands out like this and the ball lands inside this zone right here, like you got to catch it. Yeah, that probably is his best throw. He hit the guy in stride for a touchdown. He's got to catch that. Exactly. At least they gave him a 49-yarder. But again, the curse continues. The Giants have not scored a touchdown in the first half. Yeah, there's been a couple of drops, but yeah, that was a bad one. What's going on, Red Pepper Dave? Listen, man, if Waller had caught that, we'd be kind of in business. We're kind of in business, but I don't think we're gonna end up stopping this Dolphins offense either way. First and 10. That was a false start. That was a false start. That was a false start. Thank you. False start. Send them back 5 yards. We're going down 28-3 next time we get the ball. Going to Home Depot to buy rope. I wonder what that's for. But I will keep him outside all game. Yeah, for Darren Waller. Yeah, I think that's a good matchup for him so far. Josh Azudu had 20 yards of penalties on one drive. Quick throw again to Tyreek Hill. He's got space. Oh boy. Oh boy, he's gone. He's gone. He oh man. And that's the issue with this Dolphins offense is like you give up a quick pass and like they can be gone for they can be gone for 60, 70 yards. Like look how quickly Isaiah Simmons misjudged that tackle and got turned around and that was it. Brian, they do this to everybody. They do this to everybody. Inside the 20, first and 10 Dolphins. They're going to throw another short pass or it's a run out to the edge. He's got space. He's going to run right in. Pinnock makes a nice tackle, but yeah, I mean, this Dolphins offense does everything that the Giants do bad as far as defensively. They are good at all of the things that we do bad. Like they are so fast and they are so hard to tackle on the edges, and that's what the defense has done so badly this year. Just outside of 2 minutes, the Dolphins are first and goal now. Another handoff. Someone finally makes a tackle. Bobby Okereke makes a tackle for a loss on A-Chain, but it's just like, what are you doing, guys? Like, what do we pay Bobby Okereke for if he doesn't make an impact in the run game, but the occasional tackle for a loss? Like the Giants should have 7 points on the board right now. Like we should legitimately have 7 points on the board right now. But whatever, it's fine. It's not like this Giants defense will be able to hold up. But I just wanted them to make this a little bit of a game so that way Tua could actually go over 300 yards today. And that way I can get my my underdog pick'ems right. Because if the Giants are going to stink, at least make it good for me. At least make it cool for me. He's at 152 now. He's got to get 130 more, which may happen just by him throwing it short. I got Tyreek Hill anytime touchdown. I got Tua higher than 286. I got Mostert anytime touchdown. And I got DJ lower than 224, which it looks like he might actually get more than 224. So that'll stink for me. I just need Brady to get 40 yards. He can't do that. Man. I could have sworn Wandale has more than 3 targets right now. I could have sworn he does, but I guess not. Yeah, I got Mostert on my fantasy team too. I got A-Chain on my team too. I just want the Giants, like I said, to come back and make this a game, man. Like, I think we deserve that. Like, enough of just like losing pitifully. Like, just make it a game. As far as my like general fantasy team, like I'm already over 100 points. Like A-Chain has 15 points. Waller has 8 points. Could have had 16 right now or 15. Tua has 10 points. Already had DJ Moore getting 49 points on Thursday. So as far as my actual fantasy team, like we're doing work right now. We're doing numbers. Yeah, they use Breida as a power back. Tua's got time. He's taking a shot. No flags. No flags. Deontay Banks was all over Jalen Waddle right there, and he had good coverage. He didn't make contact, but I thought since his back was turned, he wouldn't throw a flag. Deontay Banks did not give that dude 2 inches of breathing room. If he would have just turned around, that would have been an easy interception, the funny thing. No, that wasn't pass interference. He didn't really touch him. 3rd and goal here. Deontay Banks this time on Tyreek Hill at the bottom of your screen. He's getting double covered there. Intercepted! Intercepted! Pinnock! Run! You got to be faster than that. You got to be faster than that. Let's go. 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 The Giants defense finally a flag. You say it's a block in the back, probably. If there's a flag, it's probably a block in the back, but that's a pick six. That's a pick six right there. Oh, man. Finally, we finally get on the board. Folks, do you realize that this right now could have been? This right now literally could have put us at 17 points right now. Or this could have put us at 14 right now. We could have been 14 all right now. If I'm right. I think the Dolphins have 14. Oh man, I thought Pinnock was going to get run down. Because I'm like, he's a little fast and loose with these red zone throws. Like he just don't care. He's like, the Giants not going to intercept this either way. Obviously. Bleacher Report making noise. Yeah, this game could have been 14 all right now. If Waller caught that touchdown, this game could have been 14 all. Bobby Okereke missed the interception, and Pinnock had to catch that and finish it up for him. Man, that feels good. That feels great. That feels great. Like finally we do something right. 14-10 at the half. Make it competitive. Make it competitive. Make it competitive. 140 left, but we got to get back out there. We got to get back out there soon. And we got to switch the zone because right now this man is getting us destroyed. Like this man coverage is not good for us right now because they're catching these passes and there's not enough people around to make these tackles. Like I said, like even if we gotta go out to get Caleb Williams, get that first pick, let's just make these games somewhat entertaining. Like I think we deserve a somewhat entertaining football game. And this just goes for the entire NFL. Like there's just been blowout after blowout. It's just been like 7 blowouts every week. So hopefully this Sunday we get a bunch of good games. Like we deserve that as the Giants, man. We deserve that. But if Waller would have just caught that, if Waller would have just caught that touchdown, we'd be tired right now. Banks is hurt. Well, Trey Hawkins is out there now. Let's go. So the Giants listened to me. They went to zone and immediately give up a first down to Braxton Berrios. But at least it wasn't a first and at least it wasn't a first down in like a 50-yard run after the catch. Another first down. Getting a touchdown on D side is not very surprising since our quarterback doesn't seem capable. Dolphins just called a timeout. Right now, the Giants are just kind of playing that soft zone because they're scared to give stuff up over the top. I don't see Deontay Banks checking back in. Trey Hawkins is still in there. So Deontay Banks gets hurt like every other game or every game. And he usually comes back in. And if he doesn't, he usually comes back the next week. So hopefully he's okay because he's been playing really well. He's been playing like our best corner. Yeah, but man isn't going to work either. So I mean, I'd rather them have to go down the field like this and risk Tua making a mistake than to just play this man coverage and have them be able to just run straight through our defense and get 50, 60-yard plays. Like I'd rather them earn it in this zone coverage. Looks like they went back to man this play though. Back to the screen game, and they actually made a tackle. Should have made a tackle for a loss, but they made a tackle for like a 1 or 2 yard gain. So I'll take that. 2nd and 9 coming up. Hawkins is still on Waddle. Adoree Jackson is on can't tell who that is. And Waddle made a nice catch right there because Trey Hawkins was almost there for that to get tipped up in the air or get intercepted. I really like these young cornerbacks we have. I think they're going to be really good. Adoree Jackson just put up the worst tackling effort I've ever seen in my life. I think that was Pennock. But whoever that was, I mean, they made a horrible tackle. They made a horrible attempt at a tackle. I don't think they trust him to jam him at the line. That's the thing, Dave. I don't think they trust him. Yeah, that was Adoree. Yeah, like I don't know what it was like. He was purposely trying to not tackle him, which makes people think that the NFL is scripted because like he just like threw like a forearm at him and just dove at the ground. Like he's not a big imposed like wrap him up. Like that's how you tackle is you wrap people up. And there's no excuse that you like there was no way you could miss that tackle. Like that's why I'm glad that we got Deontay Banks because he can tackle. Trey Hawkins showed that he could tackle before, but he's more like I mean, he goes for these big hits and he misses it. But we just got to have guys that can tackle at corner. Look at Thibodeau getting pressure. Thibodeau with a sack. Thibodeau's coming alive. He's got 3 sacks in the last 2 games. But that's what I'm saying is like the pressure has been coming through, Brian. It's just they've been able to throw this ball so quickly to the outside of the defense that the pressure hasn't mattered because this pressure has been coming through all day. Like they have not been doing a good job blocking our front four. Like they're just not holding on to the ball. It's just hilarious because you know Kayvon Thibodeau is just going to go. He's going to start outside. He's going to swim inside, and that's how he's going to get all the sacks. That's the only way. That's the only way he knows how to win. He used to run around the outside last year, but this year he's not doing that as much. Second and 16 coming up for the Giants. Dolphins, no timeouts, 25 seconds left. Let's see if the defense can get another turnover. Because again, I just don't think in these passing situations where you have to hold the ball, I think the Giants defense can get pressure. Like once you take the run off the board, I think this Giants defense can get pressure. Jack, I just don't think it's smart to jam these corners. Like Tyreek Hill and Waddle, like, yeah, you might, if you can hit the jam, like you might slow things down, but I don't, it's Deontay Banks is bad at the line of scrimmage. And also, these 2 guys are really good at not getting jammed. So if you miss the jam, you're giving up a touchdown. They're way too fast. You're just going to give up a touchdown. Deontay Banks is back in the game, by the way. He's guarding Waddle. He's in the middle of the field guarding Waddle. Tua is taking off and running, and he's picking up about 6, and they're going to have to try to clock this. And they probably will take 1 shot at the end zone. What's going on? Yeah, they're just going to kick this field goal here. So the Dolphins will try to kick this field goal to make this 17-10 at the half. The Dolphins are going to get this ball out of the half. And you know, when they get this ball out of halftime, they're going to probably go back to this running game and try to get back up. So the Giants defense is going to have to come out firing out of this half if we want to get back into this game and make it a tie game. That's assuming they make this kick. Jason Sanders lining it up from 40. The snap is good. The hold is perfect. And he's going to kick this right through the middle. So into halftime, the Giants are trailing 17-10 because of a Pinnock pick 6. Waller dropped a touchdown. Could be 14-17, but right now the Giants are in it. But guys, I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back in about 30 seconds. Cut myself off. I said, talk amongst yourselves. All right. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Um, there was a reason why Wink was made available after his final year with Baltimore. I think Wink is an asset for now. Um, I think they just have to play better. I think these players have got to tackle better, and that's the biggest issue. Like last year, the Giants were like, I think like they were tied for first and like least missed tackles. But this year, they just are not doing a good job in the open field of tackling, and that's really the biggest difference this year. As far as the Dolphins making big plays today, they make big plays against every team in the league. I mean, besides Buffalo, who has an elite secondary, the Dolphins are going to make these big plays. But I'm not ready to say like Wink is horrible. Wink is like, because I don't think Wink is an issue. I think it's just the players just simply not tackling, and I don't think that's Wink's fault. Christopher Tony Sr. says at this point, Diggy DJ's hurting. Glad the defense is holding up. The offense has got to step up. They have the weapons. Now, right now, I'll tell you, they don't have the offensive line. They don't. But DJ has got to maneuver around that because he's getting paid big money. And if he doesn't want the Giants taking Caleb Williams or Drake May or trading up, he's going to have to prove to them that he can make these plays in these type of situations where you have, uh, what across the line, he's got Andrew Thomas missing. He's got Ben Bredesen out of position, so he's not at left guard. He's got JMS out. He's got McKeithen in there, who's a second-year player who shouldn't be out there, and he's got Evan Neal, complete bust. So it's really scraps all across the line, to be honest with you. And he's got to maneuver around it. The times that they do block for him, the times that he has time, he's got to take those shots. The times that he doesn't, he's got to, do what he can do with it. But the offense absolutely has to step up. And Waller, like I said, is huge. I'm going to hold him accountable. He has got to make that he's got to make that touchdown. He's got to corral that because Daniel Jones dropped it right in the breadbasket. And even though the defender did a good job getting his hand on one of the arms, Waller's got to come down with that. Now, it's like I said, as far as this defense, the Miami Dolphins, they're the most unstoppable offense in this league. They basically are the 49ers offense with some more wrinkles to them. And they have the two fastest wide receivers in the league and the two fastest running backs in the league. And they can just hit home runs at any time. It's the reason they scored 70 points. It's like the Broncos are not that bad of a defense to where they should be giving up 70 points. The Bills finally did something to them. They scored 20 last week, but this Dolphins team is a powerhouse offense. This is like a historically good offense for the personnel they have and the scheme that they run and the perfect fit. This is a great offense. So even elite defenses are going to play against this Dolphins team and give up 30-plus points. So I'm not concerned about the defense at all. They've already done their thing by getting that pick six. The offense has got to come out and shine because this Dolphins defense is good, but they're not elite. They're not something that should just be completely shutting you down. So you've seen the Giants move the ball today. You've seen them not capitalize on it, but they have got to capitalize on it if they want to win this game. And if they want to, again, be taken serious. It's 1 o'clock. It's not, you're not playing in prime time anymore. It seems like we can't do that. We play in prime time again next week. But if you want to have any shot at being a serious team, you want to have any shot at it, you got to come out and fire on offense. Like, I like the way DJ has come out a little bit today. He's taken a couple shots to Waller. Like, if you're going to take your shots, why not take them to your guys? And Waller has let him down on both of those shots. The shot down the left side of the field, Darren Waller got the chance to high point it, get both hands on the ball, drop that, and then double catch it down, going down to the ground and drop it again. So it would have been a very elite catch, tough catch, but he didn't make it. And then the second time, Waller down the right sideline drops a walking touchdown. So again, today, Daniel Jones is giving guys a chance. And so far, Waller's kind of let him down twice. But Daniel Jones has got to keep throwing the ball to guys like Waller and guys like Hyatt and guys like Slayton and guys like Wan'Dale Robinson. He's got to continue to trust these guys, and he cannot fall apart just because some things are going bad. And like I said, all this week I've been watching quarterback tape for these guys coming out of the draft. I've been watching quarterback tape for Caleb Williams and Drake May and Quinn Ewers and Michael Penix and all those guys. And if he does not want one of those guys to come in here and replace him, he's got to show Brian Dable and Joe Shane at least 8 to 10 weeks of consistently good football. It doesn't matter what the offensive line is looking like. It doesn't matter what's going on around him. He has got to be a reason that the Giants are competitive. No matter if the rest of the team has regressed, he's got to be a reason the Giants are competitive. He has got to make them not replace him. Like, we have to be at the end of this season saying, Daniel Jones did so much with so little. At this point, I'm surprised the Giants are in competition for the playoffs this late in the season, considering what Daniel Jones had to work with or without. So he's got to prove it. If he doesn't prove it, he's going to be replaced. Like, it's just that simple. And today is a perfect opportunity for him, because the Dolphins defense has been getting their pressure here and there, but they have not taken over this game defensively. So don't allow them to. Kyle J says Azudu has his pressure up like flowers. Yeah. I mean, I think Azudu today, first of all, he gave up 20 yards of penalties on one drive. That's just unacceptable. I mean, he basically almost killed a drive twice. But also, I think he's doing a decent job against Bradley Chubb, because Bradley Chubb is a Pro Bowl pass rusher, and he has not wrecked this game so far, to be honest with you. Now, he has held him a couple times, but he hasn't wrecked the game. What's going on with Paris? I don't care what's going on with Paris Campbell. It looks like he got benched. Being honest, it looks like they just benched him. Because, he has not been as productive as you would expect. He just hasn't been as productive as you would expect so far. He's had a couple of balls thrown behind him, but he also hasn't made those plays in the open field that he made before getting here. And Wan'Dale looks like the better option. So Wan'Dale is getting those slot reps. Hyatt he's just not getting targeted. But that's to be expected. He almost never gets targeted. They only really run him on deep routes. A lot of times DJ hasn't had time. And, of course, we're going to look at the tape again, and probably DJ missed him a couple times. But that's what's going on with Hyatt. I think they need to try him on some slants, try him on some drags, try him on some quick crossers. But what do I know? Just the same way you see them using Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. He's not going to be the open field monster that they are, but get him the ball on the move, and he can make some stuff happen. Jalen Hyatt has 3 catches this year? Like, let's get him a little bit involved. Like I said a couple of days ago or whenever, I'm always going to be rooting for Daniel Jones. I'm always going to be rooting for the Giants, but I'm not going to believe in Daniel Jones until I see, like I said, 8 to 10 weeks of consistently good football, because he's been consistently inconsistent. And we gotta get 8 to 10 weeks of consistently good football for me to just say, like, he's got to put together some good football, is what I'm saying. And yeah, Graney's like, the quarterback's bad, the offensive line's bad, the wide receivers are bad. I think our weapons are probably the best thing we have going for us on this team. But again, I think there's some deficiencies at the quarterback position. I think there's some deficiencies on the offensive line that's just not allowing that to work. Now, do we have a number one wide receiver? No. I do think we have a number one option, though, with Darren Waller. I still do think that. And it seems like today the Giants have finally realized that Darren Waller is on their team again. They realized in the preseason and in training camp, but for some reason, it took until week 5 to finally start putting him back outside and to start getting him some number one, some targets. Like, get this guy some targets, some design targets. And hopefully we do win today, K-Swab. Like I said, I want Caleb on this team, but at the same time, I'm always rooting for us to win. So the games will play themselves out. I can't impact the game. I can't call any plays. I can't play. But I'll be happy if we win enough games to get back into the playoffs, and I'll be happy if we get Caleb. So I'm just along for the ride. 100% Greeny. He's got to scan that field quicker. He's got to get these passes to these open guys because there are open guys. I look at it on tape. That's why I won't say that the receiving core is bad because I see it on tape. There's guys getting open. Now, sometimes it's the offensive line, sometimes it's Daniel Jones, but got to make some stuff happen. Giants are averaging 3.9 yards a play, but we have 19. we're winning time possession 19-10, but we have 125 yards of total offense, and the Dolphins have 326. Just make that make sense, guys. Dolphins have 326 total yards of offense. Yeah, Brian Dable says they got to tackle better, and I mean, duh. Yeah, that's really the key to winning this game on defense is tackling. I mean, that's really all it is you got to make sure you tackle. But the Dolphins right now are at 131 rushing yards, 195 passing yards. Tua is in the shotgun. He's got all day to throw the ball. He's taking a shot, and it's going to get – it came so close to getting intercepted again, but guys just moved the wrong way. And good rep by Cordell Flott downfield, though. Cordell Flott taking Tyreek Hill one-on-one downfield is a tough task. Got a hand on the ball. McKinney was kind of too busy overshooting it, but if he had just stayed in place – can't be mad at McKinney there, but if he stayed in place, we'd have another interception. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up. I'm loving that the Giants, it looks like they're going away from the Dolphins are going away from the run here on this drive. So hopefully this gets us off the field. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left on the play clock. A throw to, it looks like, I just don't know who number 11 is. I think his name is Wright. But they'll have 3rd and 4 coming up. Deontay Banks came up and made that tackle. All right, peace, K-Swab. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the rest of the game, and hopefully you come back after a win. Like I said, I'm rooting for us to win, but I won't mind Caleb. I feel good either way. But anytime I'm watching the Giants, I'm trying to win, man. Giants playing man on 3rd down. Let's see. Can we? Oh, my God. He is wide open. That Tyreek Hill is gone. Tyreek Hill, I mean, just completely obliterated Trey Hawkins. That's why you don't press. I forgot who was saying that, but this is why the Giants have not been pressing, because Tyreek Hill can run right by somebody. And there goes Tyreek Hill, probably over 150 yards today. That's just what happens. There was no safety help over there either. I got to see, that looked like a busted coverage or something, because like you would think that there would be safety help over the Trey Hawkins side. Let's see. Yeah, McKinney just there was just nobody over the top. I can't tell if they were trying to disguise that as man and Trey Hawkins just kind of that helps my underdog a lot. That's like that's what I'm saying. I felt like put some money in my pocket. Tyreek Hill gets his touchdown. Now I just need Mostert to get a touchdown. So the Dolphins will go up 24-10. I decided not to do a scoreboard this week because the only two times this season I've done a scoreboard has been the times we've lost 40-0 and that Seahawks game. Let's see how I'm looking as far as underdog goes. I need Kayvon to get a couple tackles though, man. All I need him to do is get 2 assisted tackles. So the Giants will get this ball back down 24-10. Again, I hate to be nitpicky, but if Waller catches that touchdown, it is it's 14-24, I'm pretty sure. Or 14-24, I think. But yeah, I mean, I saw that happening, man. Like Trey Hawkins one-on-one with Tyreek Hill. You try to press that dude, he's just running past you. It's just that simple. But like I'm ready, man. Like I just want to see our offense do some stuff, put some stuff together. Now I did pick lower for Daniel Jones, lower than 224 passing yards. But maybe he'll pass it. If he has one big play to hide, he's probably gonna pass it. But will he? If Daniel Jones goes ahead and throws over the 224 or higher than 224, I'm gonna need y'all to win the game. Because if you mess up my underdog, you at least need to win the game. I can't lose the underdog and lose for the real Giants. Like I said, unlimited. This is what the Dolphins do. Like the Dolphins are a team that should average like 34, 35 a game regardless. So I'm not surprised. Like this is what the Dolphins do. Like you're not going to be able to contain this offense unless you have 2 Pro Bowlers on the outside and a really good pass rush that can hold with these guys in man coverage, that can get physical with them and press them at the line of scrimmage, and also get after the quarterback too. That's the only way you're shutting down this Dolphins offense. Eric Gray catching this inside the 15. He's getting this across the 25, and we'll start at the 26. So solid return because we at least start at the 26 instead of 25. But let's take a look at this. McKinney, for some reason, started covering the middle of the field. They're saying he busted the coverage, but I'm just not sure. I think this is just a disguise from Wink, and I just think Trey Hawkins just got beat. All right, Breida in the game. Daniel Jones handoff to Breida. Daniel Jones is keeping it, and he's going to get hit after about 6 yards there. Looks like the Giants are finally going back to Daniel Jones running the ball at least a little bit. Like I said, if Daniel Jones throws for over the 224, at least give me the win, man. At least give me a win. So far, he's only thrown it 13 times, which is crazy. Three wide, Waller lined up at tight end, Slayton behind Waller. Play action, Daniel Jones hits Waller. Waller's going to make a guy miss, and he's going to pick up this first down. No problem, getting about 7-8 yards right there, 1st and 10 Giants. Yeah, Daniel Jones slides when he wants to. He likes to lead with his head too. Crazy, man. Darren Waller 5 catches for 55 yards. I thought he finally catch some passes today and do something. So looks like he's doing that. See if we can get a 100-yard day out of Darren Waller. Back in the shotgun for the Giants. Waller and Bellinger in. Decent pass protection. DJ is going to hit Breida for 1 yard. Looks like no one was open, or DJ at least couldn't find anybody open, and he hit the running back for a 1 yard gain or 2 yard gain on first down with decent pass protection. Like I said, was no one open, but even if no one was open, like there's no reason to get rid of the ball just for the sake of it. 2nd and 7, now they're calling it. So they're saying he got 3 yards there. 2 wide receivers left. Matt Breida is picking up another 3 yards here. So this is going to make this like 3rd and 6 here. Actually, 2 yards he picked up. Let's move with some urgency, folks. Let's move with some urgency. Like let's get some of these crossers. Let's get some of these drags going on. I want to see Hyatt back in there. Giants are 4 for 9 on 3rd down today. Hyatt is in the game, as I just asked for. Wan'Dale Robinson is in the slot. Waller's in the slot. This is going to be converted. DJ he's going to run for this, and he's going to pick it up. But come on, man. Like, let's look at the field. let's look at the field. I understand you could pick that up easily with your legs, but I kind of felt like somebody would be open. But we won't know until we look at the tape. But nonetheless, we pick up the 1st down. All we really need to do is pick that up. One thing I've noticed about Daniel Jones is like maybe we switch DJ to fullback or something. Darren Waller in motion. He's got time. DJ's got time to step up, and he's going to get run down there. He's not. Why are you sliding? What is that man doing? Why are you sliding? One guy to miss. You could have stiff armed me. You could have just kept running to the edge, and you're sliding. Why are you sliding? What was that for? At the line of scrimmage, what was the point of doing that? Like, what were you? First of all, if you're going to, you had pass protection, you stepped up in the pocket. Come on, man. Wan'Dale in the slot this time. This is going to be a handoff to Eric Gray. Eric Gray's going to pick up 3 yards, and he's dropping the ball. Recovered by Azudu. Oh, man. I just don't understand why you just took off to the edge like that. I'm still in shock that he took off to the edge and he had the corner and then he just slid. Let's see what happened with Eric Gray right there, though. Yeah, he fumbled that ball. And if I'm the Giants, I'd probably challenge that because Eric Gray fumbled and we picked up 3 more yards. But whatever. 3rd and 6 for the Giants. Just across midfield. Wan'Dale Robinson at running back. Breida in the slot. DJ's got time. He's hitting. That is a late hit. First off, that's a late hit. But second of all, what an awful throw by Daniel Jones to a wide open wide receiver. Why are you throwing the ball this far by? It's going to sort itself out. We're going to have to get another quarterback. We're going to have to get another quarterback. We're going to have to get another quarterback. We're just going to have to get another quarterback. That's just what we got to do. We're just going to have to get another quarterback. There's no way. There's just no way. There's no way. How can he consistently throw the ball behind these receivers into the ground like that? What are you doing? How can you throw the ball the guy is wide open? he threw it behind him and to the ground. Like it's a regular occurrence. Like horrible ball placement. Horrible ball placement on checkdowns. By the way, on checkdowns. Like there's no way that like how can we allow this to continue to happen? Like how are you throwing the ball behind guys at their ankles when they have yardage to catch the ball and run for a first down? There's no way we can just like there's no way this is okay. Like there's no way that that can be okay. Like and he does this consistently where people are open and they have like how many times are we going to talk about this where we have receivers running slants or running drags or running out routes and they're open short of the sticks and Daniel Jones throws it behind them into the ground and they have to like bend and turn around and catch the ball and they drop it, or they have to bend and turn around and catch the ball and they don't get the first down, and then people say that the wide receiver is a bad wide receiver because they couldn't pick up that first down when the quarterback is throwing it literally behind them while they're running. If he puts the ball right here on Wan'Dale Robinson, he's still running right now. Like he's still running. He's literally still running right now. Like that's just awful. Like, I mean, what? I just don't like. I don't get it. It has to be a lack of anticipation or something, like because the accuracy is just horrible. And there we go, giving up another. Mostert is running through this defense, and he's jacking McKinney up. That is not like it's coming back. They're saying it's holding, but like that just took the air out of me, man. I'm gonna have to mute the little post I just made on Twitter because people are gonna start coming and making excuses for Daniel Jones. But it's just like, how many times are you gonna throw the ball behind the wide receivers? How many times? Like, how many times is a guy gonna be open and you just sit there and let's see what McKinney tried to do. Because how many times is McKinney going to go for the football instead of making a tackle? And you're the safety, you're the last line of defense, and you're going for the ball. 1st and 12 here for the Dolphins. Adoree Jackson is pressing up on Tyreek Hill. Deontay Banks is pressing Jalen Waddle. A-Chain is, first of all, that was a block in the back. I'm noticing something right now that the Dolphins on every reverse play are blocking guys in the back. They're blocking people in the back on every single reverse play. Oh man. Okay. 1st and 10. Another short play to Tyreek Hill. They're not tackling him. But again, like the defense is literally doing all they can. Like it's just like if you could just give the defense some kind of help, maybe they will play better on a consistent basis. Like Daniel Jones with the bad ball placement, Waller with the drop touchdown. It's just the offense is horrible. And the reason I got so mad about the Daniel Jones thing is not because like, oh, he just had one bad throw today. It's literally because thank you, Bobby, for making that tackle. And this will force a 3rd and 3 for the Dolphins. But it's like it's not because he missed that throw today. It's because like it's the 50th time in his career, at least I've seen him have a check down and have a guy with space to run and him throw the ball behind the check down. Or have him throw the ball behind a guy on a drag. It's just like, how many times are we going to have to watch it? 3rd and 4 coming up for the Dolphins. Looks like the Giants are rushing maybe 2 or 3 guys. 4 guys now. 3 guys. 2 is going to make something happen. He's throwing an interception directly to us. That was a horrible throw by Tua. That was a horrible throw. Like, that was a horrible throw. The defense is literally putting them on our back, putting them on their. The defense is doing their thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not attacking Wink because right now the defense is the only reason that we're in this game. What was Tua doing right there? Tua is like laughing because he knows they're not losing the game either way. The Giants getting this ball inside the 25-yard line. Let's see if we can score. Hand off to Eric Gray. Eric Gray's bouncing off. He's stiff arming. He's spinning, and he's going to lose about a yard. I kind of disagree, Brian. Tua has been hitting guys in stride, throwing with anticipation all year long. He doesn't have a rocket arm, but he consistently puts the ball in stride for guys like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. So I think Tua's been playing really well this year. I think he's probably, as far as just quarterbacks, the best quarterback performance this year's. Why are we – look at Breida. Okay, Breida, I need about 10 more yards from you. I need about 10, 15 more yards from you for this underdog. What's going on right there? Did we get a penalty first down? 3rd and 3. Okay. Dable loves these draws on these 2nd and longs. 3rd and 3 for the Giants. 3 wide. Sterling Shepard outside. Wandale in the slot. Another handoff to Breida. The Giants are showing again that they have no faith in Daniel Jones to throw the ball. And now there's a flag. So holding penalty. And this will make this even more difficult. So now we have to throw it. I didn't even know that Jalen Mayfield was on our team. But these are all guys I did film sessions on, like Jalen Mayfield and Wyatt Davis, who I'm not sure is on our team anymore. But these are guys that were supposed to be good players, and they're just bad. So we got 3rd and long. The Dolphins are going to pin their ears back. The Giants, for some reason, aren't going to max protect. Let's see. Wandale in the slot, Hyatt out wide. Slayton out wide. Waller at the tight end spot, tight slot. And DJ's going to have to get rid of this. Throws it to Wandale, and he's going about 6-7 yards. And the Giants are going to have to kick this field goal unless they want to go for it here on 4th and 5 or 6. He settles for it, Franco, because he's scared of the pass rush coming through. But it's just like, why? We need 12. Well, we need 14, actually. Graham Gano puts it right through. So 24-13, if the Giants get the ball back and kick a field goal, score a touchdown. If they go for 2, they'll tie the game. But I'm just still recovering from that missed throw by DJ. And also the fact that we got this ball back and ran the ball 3 times. And it just shows that they don't believe in the quarterback at this point, at least right now, because to get the ball inside the 25-yard line and just say we're running this ball 3 straight times, it's crazy. It's just crazy, man. Like, we still haven't scored an offensive touchdown outside of it's crazy. Like, we still haven't really scored an offensive touchdown. Be it bad penalties at critical times. They just don't really trust. They don't trust the quarterback right now. And they don't trust the offensive line right now. And they know that the offensive line is probably better at run blocking right now than they are pass blocking. But it's just a mess. Complete mess. Hopefully we can get some kind of healthy, man. Like, hopefully next week Andrew Thomas and what's the guy? Andrew Thomas and JMS, hopefully they come back. Because I think today, if they come back, we probably at least have 1 touchdown on the board offensively. But hopefully they can come back next week. And again, like, I want the high pick to get the quarterback because I think right now quarterback is holding us back a little bit. But at the same time, I just can't bring myself to root for the Giants to lose. Yeah, I mean, I think Dable and I think Daniel Jones is scared to air it out because the offensive line isn't going to hold up. But it's like they don't trust Daniel Jones either to make quick decisions with the football on 1st and 2nd down. It's like if you're only going to let him throw the ball on 3rd down, then there's no point in going out there and there's no point in lining up, man. Like, you can't just only trust the quarterback to throw it on 3rd down, especially when on 3rd down he throws the ball short of the sticks. You might as well let him throw it short of the sticks on 1st and 2nd down so you can get yards. So Tua's thrown a pick 6, and he's thrown an interception that led to a field goal. So Giants are leaving points out there. Yep, 3 turnovers and 1 touchdown. And if you take away the let's see, did we? Yeah, we did get that fumble. So, yeah, they've turned the ball over 3 times now. And we got that fumble, and we kicked the field goal. And we got we might have just punted. I can't remember if we punted or kicked the field goal. I think we missed the field goal and then kicked the field goal this last time. Hopefully we get Aaron Jones in the 4th quarter, but I'm not holding my breath. Tua back out there. If I'm the Dolphins, like, I'm just running the ball every play. Like, what's the point of throwing it? I'm just running it every play. But for my underdog, I mean, it's going to be helpful for them to throw it. Pitch out to A-Chain, and we got more missed tackles. And Isaiah Simmons like made the weakest tackle, but he got him on the ground there. He like kind of like, I don't know what that was. Like, he just did that and he fell down. So I'll take it. But I still want to see some guys wrapping. Can we get somebody that wraps somebody up on a tackle instead of like a bunch of like shoulder taps and like just whatever this is? I don't know what that is. Mostert in the backfield, more motion, hand off to A-Chain again. He's got the edge. Bobby's doing a decent job of setting the edge, and he's picking up about 15. Like, every time this Dolphins offense attacks the edge of our defense, they get yardage. Like, every single time they attack the edge of the defense, they get yardage. And it's just like so predictable what they're going to do. Yeah, the Dolphins running backs they're just waiting for that next hole to open for them to run like 60, 70 yards for a touchdown. Thibodeau looks exhausted. which is to be expected. Another toss, this time to Mostert. Mostert is running through tackles. Again, can we tackle? Can we please tackle? Can we? It's week 5. Let's see what's happening right here. It's like basketball or rebounding. In football, you can't block and you can't tackle. You're not going to win. Like, it's just a bunch of like reaching elbows out, reaching arms out. We cannot tackle. $2,500 yards of offense through their first 5 games. Hand off to Mostert, and we got a missed tackle, and Mostert is. And this is all because of missed tackles. Like, Dane Belton gets into the backfield and misses the easy tackle. Maybe if you're not too busy trying to blow people up and you actually wrap up, you make. How do you miss that? How do you not tackle him right there in the backfield? Like, wrap him up. So the Dolphins are back inside the 20, 482. Oh, my God. I mean, we are getting shredded. Like, the only thing, like, the defense can get passed all over. But when I just see my defense just getting ran through the way that they are, it's just demoralizing. Like, if a team can run on you like that, second and 4 coming up, A-chain and motion across the formation. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm hitting a play action and just hand off the A-chain going left. A-chain's cutting back. They're getting a first down every single run play. You said somebody has to be fired. I mean, they are literally just running straight through. Running straight through everything. First and goal for the Dolphins is they've run all the way down the field. If Mostert can get in the end zone, that puts money in my pocket. Mostert's getting this. Mostert's running through, and he's going to be 2 yards short. Please don't take Mostert out. Please don't take Mostert out. Please don't take Mostert out. Please just leave Mostert in the game. Let Mostert get me some money. let Mostert get me some money, guys. Can Mostert get me paid today? Mostert is going to get in the end zone. Yeah, let him make me some money at least. Like at least let him make me some money. At least let him make me some money. Mostert has a touchdown. Tyreek Hill has a touchdown. I just need Kayvon to get one more tackle, and then I need Daniel Jones not to get 224 passing yards, and I'll get give me a nice little check. Because, like, I mean, that's all I got to look forward to is hoping that underdog can come through for me because the Giants can't. Now, I told you, Daniel Jones, do not go out there all of a sudden wanting to throw for some long play because don't do that, man. I don't need you doing that. I do not need you doing that. I just need Thibodeau to get one more tackle, and then we good. Like, I don't need Daniel Jones getting garbage time yards. Looks like Azeez Ojulari left the game. Can't tell. But he left the game for some reason. Yeah, I mean, it's real simple, Unlimited. It's real simple. The Giants, they can stop the run in outside zone. They can stop that. They can stop that stuff. They can stop inside zone. But the Giants cannot stop those tosses to the edge. They can't stop that play that the 49ers and the Dolphins run where it's a toss and it looks like it's going to the edge, but it's going up the middle, they don't have an answer for it. The edges of the Giants defense is very, very it's the edges are very vulnerable. Like they're very vulnerable. Like the Giants, like they're not going to be able to stop that because they can't tackle. The corners can't tackle, the safeties can't tackle, the linebackers can't tackle. So if all of your second level defenders can't tackle, put your running backs in one-on-ones or even one-on-twos with the safeties, corners, and linebackers. And that's what they do. They get to the edges and they can't tackle. And for some reason, they're not getting better at it. Dane Belton has missed a bad tackle in that drive. McKinney misses bad tackles all the time. Isaiah Simmons has missed a bunch of tackles. He's got you got Adoree Jackson missing tackles. So just throw the ball to the edges or run the ball to the edges and make those guys come up and make tackles, and they can't do it. Bobby Okereke is like your only like sure tackler, and he hasn't even been that sure of a tackler. So the Dolphins are at 31 points. And my pregame prediction was 38-13. And that might be about to happen. Yeah, I mean, like if you go into the trade deadline and you're like 1-5 or whenever the trade deadline, if you have one win at the trade deadline, then what's the point of not trying to unload Saquon Barkley and Leonard Williams and Adoree Jackson and even Xavier McKinney? Like all of those guys should be on the trading block, in my opinion. Miami kicks this through the end zone, so the Giants will get this at the 25. They are not coming back from a 31-13 deficit while the Dolphins are running the ball the way they are. So I just need DJ to continue to be inept the way he is, and just continue to do that. And I will get me a nice little payout from Underdog, and yeah, continue to do that, man. Daniel Jones is dropping back to throw it. He's hitting Bellinger. $13 for 17 for 112 yards today. But yeah, like I mean, what's the point of throwing the ball deep now when the game is out of reach? Like you're not scoring what is this, week 15? We had to score like almost 20 points, 18 points to come back into this game. Waller and Bellinger in motion. We ran this play against the Panthers. Waller's wide open. DJ's taking a shot to Slayton, and he's out of bounds. I thought he was out of bounds. What? Okay, listen, Daniel. Didn't I tell you not to start throwing the ball deep? Didn't I tell you not to start throwing the ball deep? He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds, clearly. Like, I saw that. He's out of bounds. But, yeah, they're not counting that anyway. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 for the Giants. And who knows how much space Darius Slayton has. He probably underthrew him or something. Whoa. Wan'Dale Robinson looked around like, why'd you throw the ball at me? Giants are going to punt here on 4th and 3. Did anybody else see that? Wan'Dale Robinson looked around like, why'd you throw the ball at me? That's definitely a holding call. They definitely held Wan'Dale right there. But like I said, at least Underdog is going to take care of me if the Giants can't. Because if DJ is going to throw for over 224, I'm going to need him to win the game. And he's not winning the game. Yeah, Wan'Dale definitely got held right there. but they're not going to call that. The Giants during the second half in week 2 against Arizona, 31 points, 358 yards. The Giants in their other 17 quarters, more than 4 games, 28 points, 819 yards. Why didn't they go for it? Because they were in their own territory, and I mean they're scared. That's why. And I guess Dable is trying to get me my money too, man. Like I guess Dable is like, let's get Kayvon back on there so we can get that second tackle. So D can get his underdog payout because we've I'm gonna need the Giants to basically give me the money back for the tickets that I spent to go to this game in 2 weeks. I'm gonna need the Giants to win me that money back. So that involves Daniel Jones not getting any more not getting any more yardage as far as Daniel Jones goes, and it also involves Kayvon Thibodeau getting one more tackle for me. So yeah, man. Like, listen, if we're picking up there, Caleb and Drake May, they're gonna be in the discussion. I don't blame you, Brian. I don't like. I'm already checked out. To be honest with you, once I saw Daniel Jones throw that ball behind Wan'Dale Robinson on that third down, I knew the game was over completely. And then once we got the ball inside our own 25 and we decided to run it 3 straight times, I was like, this game is over. The Giants don't believe in Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones doesn't believe in Daniel Jones. If I'm Daniel Jones, I'm like, screw that. I'm not running the ball. I'm checking out of that run and I'm throwing the ball because why are we getting the ball inside our own 25 and we're not even taking shots? We're not even going to take a shot at the end zone. Really? We're going to run 3 straight draws. So hopefully the Dolphins get this ball, run it towards Kayvon Thibodeau's side, get him a nice assisted tackle on his side, and get me out of here with some cash. That's really the only way I can lead this game with a win. All right, run it towards Thibodeau's side. Give me that tackle. Give me the tackle, Tibbs. Come on now. Come on now. You got to make that tackle. He started to, and then he just went away from it. Come on, man. 2nd and 8 here for the Giants. They actually stopped the run. Thibodeau acted like he was going to dive in on that tackle, and then he just pulled away from it. 2nd and 8, 2 in the shotgun, handoff to A-Chain going left. He's trying to get the edge again, and all of a sudden the Giants' run defense knows how to step up. Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? All of a sudden y'all know what to do. This will make this 3rd and long for the Dolphins. This will make this 3rd and long for the Dolphins coming up. Looks like they got their backup left tackle is hurt. Armstead is already on IR, and now they got Kendall Lamb hurt as their backup left tackle. So this will make this 3rd and long a more opportunistic play for the Giants to try to make something happen on because they're playing against literally the 3rd string tackle, whoever goes out there. So I want to see some pressure here. Maybe that's how Kayvon gets his 2nd assisted tackle. Let's give Tua. I'm not trying to give Tua, man. I like Tua. I'm not going to do that to him, man. Let's not do that to him. That's a serious thing. He could be He actually has some serious issues with that. Daniel Jones' dead cap next year will be $69 million, but $35 million is a guaranteed base. So if we traded Daniel Jones, we would have to pay him $34 million next year instead of 47. So we save a little bit, but food for thought there. But it looks like we're well on our way into getting this first overall pick or this second overall pick, something like that. But hopefully Kayvon can get this second assisted tackle. I need that. And I need Wandale to get one more target. And if I can get Jonathan Taylor to get, 30 more yards, and if I can get Breida to get 20 more yards, that'll really just wrap everything up for me. Man. I mean, it's just so depressing these days. Like we know we're supposed to be doing better than this year. Like there's just no excuse for this at this point. 3rd and 7 for the Dolphins coming up. They're going five wide. Giants playing zone here. They're all sitting at the sticks. Tua is throwing this and it's hitting the ground. Yeah, Tua was under pressure right there. He had to get rid of it, and the ball was too short. Tyreek Hill 22 miles an hour. Devin Achane 21. All of the top speeds this year. The top 6 speeds this year have been on Miami. Yeah, we actually stopped them. We actually got pressure on the 3rd string tackle and stopped them. Like I said, folks, my final score was 38-13. That's what my prediction was in the pregame. So hopefully we get to 20. But like I said, I had us at 38-13. Hopefully Breida can get a nice 20-yard run. It'll help me out a little bit on underdog too. I need Wandale to get one more target, which I'm sure he probably will. I mean, he gets a bunch of targets. Daniel Jones in the huddle, dapping everybody up for what? I mean, you're losing 31-13 halfway through the 4th quarter, or at the beginning of the 4th quarter, 12 minutes left. You're going to have to put up 3 touchdowns if you want to come back. That was only a 20-yard punt from the Dolphins. Jalen Waddle don't look happy. Why do the Dolphins look so defeated on the sidelines? I mean, you're winning the game outright. They feel like they should have 50 on the board. I bet the Dolphins are in the locker room like, man, we're supposed to have 50 on the board right now. Like, this is the Giants we're playing against. Like, we only got 31 points on the board. All right, 4 wide for the Giants. Waller motion to the inside slot. DJ's got time, and he doesn't have time. Didn't have time at all. Didn't have time. Azudu got beat immediately. As soon as DJ hit his drop, he got sacked. So at least the dude held on to the football. Said something needs to be done. Firing people will set the locker room straight. I don't think it will. I just think these guys just aren't doing their thing. Daniel Jones is hurt. I mean, we had to expect this to happen. We had to expect that this was going to happen with Daniel Jones. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before they got this dude hurt. Tyrod, 5 wide, 2nd and 15. He's hitting Waller across the middle of the field for 12. Or got to be for something, not for 12, maybe for 11. That is crazy, man. Like you got, like I said, it was only a matter of time before these dudes got Daniel Jones hurt. They just don't block, especially on the blind side. It's just like 3rd and 8 coming up though for Tyrod. Tyrod's trying to escape, still trying to escape. He's throwing this away. It's crazy, man. I really hope that I really hope I don't have to watch Tyrod Taylor in 2 weeks when I go to this game. And now you got Matt Parrott in the game. Like, what's going on? This is literally like the worst sundry of offensive line, as like mix-ups that I've ever seen in my life. 4th and 8 coming up for the Giants, back and 4 wide. Tyrod stepping up. Tyrod escaping. Tyrod's going to take off and run. He's going to pick up this first down and slide. Like, this is like, again, like I said, I have my criticisms of DJ, and I'm going to call out when he does stuff bad, but like, it's just like, why? Please, Breida, I need you to get 20 yards. I just need 20 yards from you, Breida. I just need 20 yards from you. All I need is 20 yards from you, Breida. But like I was saying, I mean, I have my criticisms of DJ, but like it just stinks for this dude to get hurt behind this. Like, just take a look at the offensive line right now. Parrott, Glowinski, Bredesen. Like, Parrott, Glowinski, Bredesen, Jalen Mayfield, and Evan Neal. 2nd and 6 for the Giants coming up. 5 wide for Tyrod. He's fired in to Wan'Dale Robinson, who's going to pick up this first down. And Wan'Dale looks like he's hurt. I don't know what's going on with Wan'Dale, but it looks like he's hurt. Parrott, Glowinski, Bredesen, Mayfield. That's crazy, man. 1st and 10 for the Giants and Tyrod Taylor. 4 wide again. Tyrod taking a shot down the middle to Waller, and that was close to getting intercepted. Yeah, he's definitely got a concussion. It was like it was like yeah, that was just a nice play by Javon Holland. But it's just like Azudu gave up that sack off the left side, and they just set him down on the bench. 2nd and 10 for Tyrod. Hand off to Eric Gray, who's going nowhere. I need Breida to get them. I need Breida to get about 15 more yards. Let's see what Jonathan Taylor's doing. He just needs 18 more yards. Third and 10 for the Giants. Back in the shotgun with Breida. Breida picks up the blitz. Tyrod Taylor's escaping. He's spinning, and he's getting sacked here on 3rd and long. I mean, this is just – I just don't know what to say, people. I don't know what to say. I just haven't seen anything like this in my entire life. Like, again, The quarterback can control what he can control, but just taking a look at what the Giants have out there on the offensive line with all these injuries, there's just no way. There's no way. Giants are going to kick a 51-yarder, and Gano's going to put it right down the middle. There's no way. Like there just can be no way, guys, that you have Lewinsky, Jalen Mayfield, Bredesen, Izudu. Oh, we know Tyrod's running for his life. We know that, man. Like we know, like there's no protection here. Daniel Jones has another neck injury. Yeah, he's gonna be out for a little while probably. Listen, folks, every single time I buy Giants tickets, every single time I buy Giants tickets to a game, Daniel Jones gets hurt. Every single time. They're going to shut him down for the season. Like, this is bad, man. I just am in just complete shock, man. Like, this offensive line is so bad. So we're gonna have to call up Tommy DeVito as the backup. Tyrod's gonna be the starter probably for the next 2 weeks, going into Buffalo, or the starter for the next 4 or 5 weeks, or the rest of the season. So it is 31-16 right now. What's going on, Edwin? As I got one of my lights just falling right here. Most sensitive light I've ever seen. But just the offensive line that's out there is just crazy, man. I just never seen anything like it. I'll honestly tell you. I just honestly just can't say I've ever seen anything like that offensive line, man. Like, I've never seen like the backup to the backup to the backup consistently get hurt. Yeah, my light definitely blind. It definitely better than Evan Neal. But it's just like the backup. Glowinski was the original right guard, right? Glowinski goes out because he's playing bad. Then McKeithen gets hurt. McKeithen comes in and he gets hurt. And then you put in Jalen Mayfield. Like Jalen Mayfield, really? And then Bredesen is in there because he's your starting left guard, but he has to play center because no one else can do it. And then he got hurt for a little while. And then JMS got hurt. Can Thibodeau please make this tackle? Are they going to give him credit for that tackle? Are they going to give Thibodeau credit for that tackle? But the musical chairs that this offensive line has had to play, I just can't say I've ever seen anything like it. They may shut Daniel Jones down for the season. They may do that, but I don't know how severe the neck injury is. Second and 5 here for the Dolphins. Throwing it short to Tyreek Hill. who comes like 3 yards short of the first down marker and still turns around and gets the first down again. I want to know, like, they should have given Kayvon Thibodeau credit for that tackle. Appreciate you sticking around. None of your business. Go ahead and get to work, man. Enjoy the fresh air. Enjoy anything that's not this. I just need Thibodeau to get an assisted tackle, and I get some money. Another pass thrown short, and they're gonna punt. Oh my god! Can Thibodeau just get one assisted tackle, man? I just need one assisted tackle from Thibodeau. 6:55 left in the game. I just need Thibodeau to get one assisted tackle, guys. That's all I need. Or else I'm gonna take 2 L's on the same day. I can't take 2 L's on the same day. Like, that's just not fair to me. That should be a penalty because that dude definitely touched Eric Gray when he fielded it, but whatever. Hopefully Breida, like I said, can get some more yards. Taylor, I need to get some more yards. Jonathan Taylor. But I mean, I'm only one away. I just need Thibodeau to get this one thing, and I'll win one of my entries on Underdog. DJ shell shocked. He's a lot of other things, but like I said, I mean, you never want to see dude get hurt, especially when it's a neck injury. Panthers are getting blown out 35-10 by the Lions. Dolphins are blowing out the Giants 31-13. The Saints are beating the Patriots 31-0. But I just need Thibodeau, like I said, just get one assisted tackle, and I'm good. Just one. Like, I try to keep my. I'm what? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but maybe that's something that you want to explore. But I mean, it's not necessarily me, but maybe it takes one to know one. There's nothing wrong with being gay, though. Was DJ pulled? DJ got hurt. DJ got hurt. He got hit because the Zudu didn't block his guy at all. They benched the Zudu, pulled DJ out, and now DJ has a neck injury. And not sure how long that's going to take. Yep. I mean, unlimited data. I mean, it is what it is. Unlimited. Some people just say things like it's 2006 and we're playing Halo 3. But Tyrod back here, 5 wide. No protection again for Tyrod. Tyrod going outside and he's throwing the ball away. No protection at all. Bobby Johnson has to get fired, but at the same time, it's like look at the players that Bobby Johnson's working with. Holding on the offense. I mean, what do you expect? But like, it's just like look at the players that Bobby has to work with. Play action, Tyrod. Tyrod's taking off. He's hitting Paris Campbell, who's, I mean, I just feel bad for all these guys on this team. I just feel bad for these guys. Wandale got a concussion. DJ got a neck issue. I just feel bad for these guys on this team, man. It's just sad. Second and one for the Giants. Tyrod back in 5 wide, hitting Paris Campbell again. Yeah, man. This is just sad. This is just sad. it's just like it's just like once your starting quarterback goes out, no matter how he's playing, and then you just look at just what's there and what caused him to go out. It's just like look at who's playing football with the Giants uniform on. Like look who's out there playing football with a Giants uniform on. Screen to Eric Gray. Eric Gray is going to pick up like a yard here. First and 15. So this will make this second and 14 coming up. But like I said, folks, I just really just need Kayvon Thibodeau to get one tackle, one assisted tackle, and I'll be good. I'll be completely good. Tyrod's got time this time. He's firing it in there, and Waller's going to pick up a first down. I literally just like, please don't stretch this out. Just let me get one tackle from Kayvon Thibodeau, man. Please don't stretch it out. Another pass to Waller for about 8 yards there. This is by far Waller's best statistical game. He's got to be like at like 80 something yards. Wandale Robinson, they said was out, but he's out there right now. Does he have a concussion or not? Sterling Shepard drops that ball right there. I guess Wandale Robinson didn't have a concussion, or he had one and he just wandered out there on the field. Third and 3 coming up for the Giants here. 3 wide and Darren Waller in there. Hand off to Eric Gray. Eric Gray is going to pick up a yard. This will make this 4th and 1. You got to think the Giants are probably going to run that brotherly shove play. Fourth and 1 for the Giants. Tyrod Taylor is in the shotgun. This is a 4th and it looks like a 4th and 2, actually. Breida in the game. Tyrod is going to run around. He is trying to make something happen, and he's going to get sacked. 3:11 left in the game. I just need Kayvon Thibodeau to make one tackle. I just need him to make one tackle. And there's a flag there. Illegal contact. Well, the Giants screwed me again. They're not going to get a ball back to the Dolphins until there's like a minute left, and they're just going to kneel it out. They're just going to kneel it out. So I won't get my underdog prize either. Won't get that either. Just taking 2 L's today. Just going to be taking 2 L's today. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Waller in the backfield. Breida in the backfield. Tyrod taking the snap, hand off to Breida. Breida is going to lose 2 yards immediately. Clock running under 3 minutes now. Oh, man. I just needed Kayvon to get one more tackle. Why was that so hard for you all to do? Why was that so difficult for you all to do today? 2nd and 12 coming up. Tyrod dropping back. Another throw to Darius Slayton, who's making moves, who's going to pick up this 1st down. Are you kidding me? Getting out of bounds here. Literally, when I needed the Giants to just do something just for me, I come out, I watch this team every week. And when I just need them to get Kayvon back on the field so he can make a tackle, this is what we do. This is what we do. Just forget my underdog entry, right? Back in the shotgun, Tyrod is hitting Hodgins, who's going to pick up 3, melt some more clock. Oh, great, of course. You realize, folks, the second that the Dolphins get the ball, they're just going to kneel it out. With how much time is left, they're just going to kneel it out. Tyrod back in the shotgun. Second and 6. Tyrod's got time, and he doesn't now. Oh, he's getting away. He's going to pick up like 4 right there. And Tyrod is hurt. Oh, man, Tyrod is hurt. Tyrod is hurt right there. DJ has a neck injury. Josh Azudu caused DJ to get hurt. He didn't block. He didn't touch this guy at all. And DJ's got a neck injury. The Giants don't have any more quarterbacks. Like, we're gonna have to put Breida back there, and we're gonna have to put Eric Gray back there, because I can't think of anybody right now that has experience playing quarterback, who actually had experience throwing it. But we don't have any more quarterbacks, so Tyrod is hurt. He may have to stay in the game and just hand it off. You said might as well put Hyatt there. They said Paris Campbell looks like he's going in at quarterback. So keep your eyes on that. Every single time Diggy546 buys tickets to Giants games, every single time this happens, the Giants quarterback gets hurt, and then their backup quarterbacks get hurt. Every single time, folks. Like, the last time I bought tickets to a Giants game was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and we had Jake Fromm and Mike Glennon out there, and then Mike Glennon got hurt, and I just sold my tickets. I'm not selling this time no matter what, but what an unfortunate event. Like, why can't I just go to a game and watch at least the starting quarterback go out there and play football? Tyrod Taylor's still in there, so he's hurt, but at least he's still in there. It may have just knocked the wind out of him. All right. 3rd and 3 coming up. Hand off to Breida. Breida's going nowhere. 4th and 3 coming up. Please, Giants, run another play. Run another play quick. Run another play quick. I need Thibodeau to get one more tackle. Fourth and 3 coming up for Tyrod Taylor. And he's going to run for it. That just ices anything that I have left. They're saying that Tyrod was short, and another ref is saying that he got it. So just screw my underdog entry and just I got to watch my team get blown out too. Really? Oh, he got it. He got that first down, but oh man. They're saying he's short. They're saying he's not short. All right, Thibodeau, I need you to just get Tibbs. Listen, I'll get your jersey one of these days if you just go out here and get in on one assisted tackle so I can get my underdog thing going on, man. I just need one assisted tackle from you, Tibbs. They're going to run like probably 2 or 3 plays. I just need one assisted tackle from you. Just one. I know they're going to run to your side. Just go out there and just do what you do best. Go out there and just fall on another guy making a tackle. Aziz, of course, is out of the game because he's probably hurt. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. They're pitching it away from Tibbs. They're pitching it away from him. Picks up 1 yard right there on 1st and 10. Thank you, Giants, for taking the time out. Give me as much time as possible for Thibodeau to get a tackle. And here go the Dolphins in the game with the Texans. First time out taken by the Giants. The Dolphins are going to run this again. Hopefully it's the Thibodeau side. Hopefully Tibbs can get in on an assisted tackle so I can get my underdog payout. That's literally all I need. Eric Gray's disgusted. He's like, man, this is the worst, man. Like, who's been a part of a team this bad before? Even the Giants' bad teams, they weren't getting beat down like this. Tibbs, make this tackle. Make this. What are you doing, man? Just grab him. Just grab him. Just put a thumb on him. Put a hand on him so you can get a tackle. I just need you to get one assisted tackle, Tibbs. I just need you to get one. That's all I need is one assisted tackle from Thibodeau. That's literally all I need is just one. Yeah, we need a lot of stuff on this team, Christopher. We need a ton. We need another edge. We need a tackle. We need a guard. We need a bunch. And we're going to need to replace Leo because we're not going to pay him $20-something million. I mean, we need a lot. Thibodeau is still out there. He's on the other side this time. And Mostert is going to get it. Okay. Take another timeout, Giants. Take another timeout. Deontay Banks is hurt. And he's limping. Deontay Banks gets hurt. Like, I mean, how many times is this dude going to get hurt and come back and not be hurt and be hurt? And The Giants aren't taking the time out here. It looks like they're probably going to kneel it. Well, Thibodeau couldn't do it for me. Couldn't do it for me. I come out watching the Giants take a L and watching my underdog team be, again, a couple yards away, just one play away from winning the underdog this week. Just one play away. Got to take my L. Man, that just makes me mad. Thibodeau couldn't get 2 assisted tackles today. Like, really? He just got his 1 sack and dipped out? Well, how many times are we going to be sitting here at the end of these games, guys, and losing by double digits? What did we lose by double digits this week? We lost by double digits last week. We lost by double digits the week before. We were trailing by double digits at the half, but we came back miraculously that week 2. And then week 1, we lost by 40. The Giants, I mean, what's their plus minus this year? A lot to a little? I really hope, like I said, that I didn't jinx the whole starting quarterback thing, because every single time I buy tickets, Daniel Jones gets hurt. Like, we can't, please. I just want to see a starting quarterback against Washington. I just know we can beat Washington with Daniel Jones, and I just don't want to go to that game and watch it back up. You might be right. He could be the spark, but I just don't want to see a pitiful effort out there against Washington. I'm not trying to go to that game in person to be that bad. I usually stay on stream, folks, before I get off, and I record my video while on stream. But I gotta eat something, guys. I'm gonna make my post game, but I'm gonna go ahead and decompress before I make it. But you guys, thank you again for staying in this stream. We're literally losing every week by double digits, and you guys are always in here. So respect to you all for staying in here with me throughout this 3 hour. I could not get through this 3 hour game on stream without you all in here. So appreciate it. And I'll have my post game up, and we'll do this all again next week, because I know it's going to be a similar result against the Bills next week. But I cannot remember any time that I've seen a team consistently lose by double digits every week. This is the worst effort I've seen from a team in my life. I just haven't seen a team this bad. So appreciate y'all for stopping in, as I said, and have a good rest of your day. Enjoy these 4 o'clock games.